Howdy and welcome back. My name's Larian and this is Prison Architect. We have just received our first shipment of guests. The guards are processing them. We have a warden. We need an accountant. We need to finish powering some metal detectors that we installed at the very last minute. We also need to let these poor workers out of the backyard because they're trapped back there right now. So we're going to, hopefully, once these people finish getting through, and you'll notice the workers now need permission to go in and out. Whoa, see, bam, that guy just started, and he tried to smuggle something into his cell from day one. This is why we want the metal detectors. They saved me a lot of time having to stare at people and watch them trying to do something suspicious, but bam, he's been tied up already. So that's fun. But alright, so we have that all set up. The workers are going to get out of here. And we need, you know what we need? Let's do this. Let's go ahead and purchase a trash can. I don't know how these really work, but we're just going to stick a bin there, and hopefully that means trash deliveries just have to go there instead of the full distance. You'll also notice we now have Fog of War turned on, so I can't see what's going on inside the shower because none of my workers are in there. Now that we have prisoners on hand. You can see that. You know what? I'd marked this in the planning stages where I wanted to put those two machines. I don't need people there anymore. Okay, but the cooks are getting breakfast ready, so that'll be good. We also need to go ahead and hire our accountant, and look at all these extra workers. We need to lay some people off. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We don't need 12 workers, because we're not in a rush now to build things. Poof. Those guys all disappeared. Staff, we also need to go ahead and hire an accountant. So now, bam, there's an accountant, and now we can see what's down there. The accountant has an office, and look, we see our cash flow. So we are earning $600 a day. We get people. Somebody got. Yep, man, he's getting frisked already because he had something on him. Sure enough, and we're going to tie him up for a little bit, make him uncomfortable. But the bin is being dragged in here. He's going to grab some trash, get that out of the way. I don't like trash being stuck in the doorway. I'm hoping, man, if this is terrible. Somebody's going to try to make a runner. Bleh. Okay. So while that's going, what we need to do now is start see, look, we have more food already. So let's go ahead and add another refrigerator right there. So that'll give them a place to put more food. And we should, oh, it is eating time. So there is actually plenty of food. There's 18 meals in there. So we're going to scan people as they go in and out of the kitchen, because this is, I think, the place that they are most likely to get things. I had a guy have a spatula confiscated once. We have the door here just kind of to pause them so a guard can confiscate anything that the metal detector detects. So while that is going, we now have more food storage for the cook staff, so that's nice. That is going there, that is going there. Let's look at, oh, see, look, we have another 8 people coming in. I believe we can actually go and, I think this right here will allow us to toggle, say, hey, you know what, why do we only have 7 prisoners? They should have sent us 8 on day 1. I'm really confused. What the... Did we seriously lose somebody? Did somebody escape or something? Well then. Okay, so clearly what needs to happen is this needs to stop being storage, or, well, you know what, here's what it can do. We can go ahead and we need to enclose the whole area. I bet a guy walked off. Awesome. So that's great for our record already. We can't keep one stinking criminal. Or we only have 7 guys. Look at that thing. Sheesh. It's ridiculous. Okay, so we need to improve a few more things. We need to improve our receiving and processing. So that's what we're going to do next. We are going to go ahead and build just some walls here. I'm going to build an outer wall around the whole place. And that is going to hopefully keep people from getting away. We're going to stick double doors. We'll have an airlock at the only entrance. So that'll be annoying. I'm also I'm contemplating having a staff entrance, but I don't know how what the security implications of those are just yet. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and build some concrete wall from here all the way to there, and from here all the way to there. We're still doing okay on cash right now, but that's because we're not building anything huge. Once I start trying to flesh this out, each of these cells costs maybe $700-800 to set up a cell, I think, really. So we are going to finish setting up this wall here. Put that there. Get that set up. Okay, there we go. Okay, so that wall is set to go. We're not going to worry too much about that. Oh yeah, the other thing is I'm going to go ahead and stop having this be the storage, and I'm going to move the storage into here. So we are going to room storage. We're going to undesignate this area, and then instead designate this area as storage. Let's also go ahead and build walls. Not that it matters, but I had put a door there, so I may as well go ahead and wall that off. But this will now be storage room, and so they can haul things in there and get their construction supplies from that. So let's go ahead and set that going. Bam! That was a ton of money to set up that whole wall. That's really expensive, actually. But it's going to be a nice wall to keep the riffraff inside. The other thing that we need to do is we're out of how you say to-do lists, because there's really not much I can do for this other than realize that, hey, I've got more people coming in an hour, or in 15 hours. And so what we need, we don't have a psychologist, and that's fine. This shows you what all of our workers are doing. We need to actually look at grants. Let's go ahead and take this next grant, which this one gives us cash up front. We got a 2,000 or 20,000 bucks up front, and 10 more grand once we finish raising our prisoner capacity. Now you'll notice that it says we have 7 out of 0 prisoners. That's because we have people just hanging out in the holding cells. They will hang out in the holding cell until they go into more permanent location. So that's what our plan is going to be, is we're going to move toward building a more permanent individual storage system for prisoners. Oh look, the showers are showering, and blessed drainage, we're not getting water flooding back out. That's good, because previously I was having issues where the water would just gush out of the shower, and I actually shorted out metal detectors because the water would flow out too much. How is our food doing? I think we're going to be okay for food. So I'm not really worried about adding another chef just yet. But let's go ahead and get the warden researching something. I think where I want to go is I want to go ahead and have him research maintenance, because I get annoyed by all the dirt and everything that gets tracked around. So I think hiring a foreman is going to be the next one I do. I don't know if that's where I should go, but that's where my gut says to go. So that's what I'm going to want. These guys are... Is there enough food for everybody? There is not enough food. Wait, What the? Are these guys just not hungry? Did these guys not eat dinner? What is going on? They're kind of milling around in the cafeteria. Our chefs are not doing anything. We have ingredients. So that's confusing. There's food trays. There's prisoners just chilling in the kitchen, or in the cafeteria. And the cook staff isn't feeding people. I guess they all finished eating? Sure enough, okay, they finished eating, and now he'll come and collect that. Let's go ahead and just hire one extra cook, just in case we need to. How close are we? Whoa, you know what? It's really dark around here. I guess one other thing that we probably should do is we should install some lighting. So let's get some outdoor lights. I'm going to put lights in the yard for the poor night watchman out here. So there we go. He'll have some light in there. We're also going to put some lighting in that tunnel. Put a light, actually, can't put it there. But we can put some lights like here and here, here. And unlike indoor lights, outside lighting does not need to have power run to it. They're solar or something, who knows. But either way, these guys are installing these outside lights, and so they have to use their flashlights less, so that's nice. But we have six guys coming in with those lights to install them in the backyard. It's sleep time, but we don't have beds in the holding cell, and I'm currently liking it that way. We will put beds in the individual cells, obviously, and that gives the guard just a little bit less flashlight time that he has to do. Okay, so sure enough, we got paid $700. I'm confused. I really am confused. I must have lost that guy. I need to go watch the playback, I guess, apparently, to see if we started with 8 guys and something happened to that guy. Maybe that body is just like sitting in the shower because none of the guards have ever walked in there. But now it looks like they are done with building that whole wall. So now this whole area is nominally secured. So we need to put our doors to prevent people from walking off. So that'll be nice. I wonder if I should also put deliveries like in here or something, and make people walk in to, have the prisoners be put inside a secured room while we wait for a guard to let them in. But anyway, these workers still, see, even with the 6 workers, I'm kind of out of things to do. They're just going to go out and hang out in the storage room because they are done with stuff that they're doing. We need to start planning out our cell expansion. See, we're already getting all this dirt and grime tracked everywhere. Thankfully, letting them walk on, tile instead of just concrete. And we have grass out here instead of dirt, so that's cleaner. I hope that's the case. Makes sense to me. So we have three cooks, and they really aren't doing anything extra. I guess one guy's hanging out as the garbage man. So we need to now start building this out here. And this will have room for 16 people, which will meet the quota, which will give us our 10 extra grand. Oh, right, we hired more staff. That's why. But we need to go ahead and building this. So let's lay a foundation for this entire area, like so. Ooh! What was that noise? That was a scary noise. I don't know what's up with that noise. That noise concerns me a little bit. It does. We're going to go ahead and build that there. And we are going to add a door right here to let them in and out. So the door is an object, not a room, and we're just going to go ahead and make it a staff door right now. And that will allow all of my workers to set that up. And since we already have plumbing and everything in here, we are going to get this whole thing all set up before we start moving people in. Before we designate any of these as active cells, we are going to put, we're going to have them fully functional. We don't have enough time to finish it right now. We'll get as close as we can to being able to extend all of these cells. But now we have, we have a wall. We better not have people walking away. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to hire 2 more guards. So now we have 6 guards. Hopefully with the 6 guards, they will be able to process the new arrivals much more quickly. They're all hanging out in the cafeteria, apparently. But so, that foundation is almost done laying. And we're going to see it tick over real quick. Boom. Alright. Let's see how bad the power need is. Wait, we're going to run the power through here. So that'll be fine. We can run the electrical. Like that. So they are going to need to go in and out, but only out the front door. They're not going to have to go through the holding cell to do it. So that'll be nice. So let's go ahead and turn the utility view off. Those guys are going to go over and get their stuff. Sure enough, and here's another truck full of 8 prisoners. Arriving, ready for processing. Okay, hopefully... Okay, I'm going to watch these guys. So once they're through there, they're a lot less potential problems. You've got 2 guys unsupervised right here. Hopefully. Yeah, this is... We got to do something about this delivery, is about them getting unloaded into that area. We need them to stay inside something, I think. That sounds reasonable to me. Okay, so look, we have this whole area. Sure enough, we obviously need to run lighting, of course. But we can go in and look at the utilities. Let's go ahead and we'll build the walls last. We'll go ahead and just set up like beds and toilets and plumbing and lighting and all of that first. So let's go ahead and... Actually, let's do plumbing first. Let's get that out of the way. So, we have... What I'm going to do is I think I'm going to run a large pipe up here. So we have 16, so we have 8 and 8. So we're going to run a large pipe. Actually, you know what? Yeah, we'll do this. We will do large pipe for every 4. Cancel that. What we'll do is we'll run a pipe like that for... We have 4 here. So that'll get a pipe there. You know what? Let's do that. Alright, whatever. It's pipe. We will also add objects. We need toilets. Every room needs a toilet. It's like basic human requirements. Toilets. Actually, no. Cancel that. We're going to put the toilets on the inside wall. We're going to put the toilets all right here. So we have to form less. Okay, there we go. So, I mean, look at that. I mean, that's just draining the cash. It's already 10 grand that we've spent on this here. We can look at the utility lines, and now we can run of that plumbing there. Okay, cool. So that will they will get this plumbing set up. We do have 15 inmates. Nothing weird. Oh, that's funny, seeing the lunch trays move around inside the kitchen. And they're all complaining at this point. They're probably complaining bored. Oh, they're tired. Oh, my Reddies. You know, you'll get a bed tomorrow. You can stay up another night. We've almost got all of those. Let's see how much utility work is still to be done. Yeah, see, they still have all those queued to install. But that should be good there. Yeah, let's see here. We have. I really don't like deliveries being outside of security. I think that's a problem. We need to see how the deliveries arrive, because I want to optimize that step of the process. And I realize making my workers walk all the way around over here when building this area isn't the best, but that's okay. And also, I'm skimping money by only having the 6 guys on staff, so it takes them a little bit longer than it would have with the larger staff. But okay, so somebody does in fact haul things off of. Why did the chef hauled things off of the truck, put it on the ground, and waited for no? I don't even. Okay. We almost have our toilets in place. Let's go ahead and add our beds. Beds. We're going to add beds in all of these rooms. Oh, those are sleepies. They're probably going to rage and start punching each other. My sympathy is minimal right now. We'll start worrying about them once we're paid to worry about them. For now, they're just... Yeah, wow. Yeah, there's... That's annoying. That really is annoying. Oh, but they're going to come in and go to eat. This one guy. I think this guy was standing back there last time. Is he? Oh, I guess one of the other things is somebody has a family who wants to come and visit, and we don't have any visiting area for that to happen. Again, I'm not terribly concerned about this at the moment, but it will probably be a mental health issue later. And just like Dwarf Fortress, the name of the game is preventing the slow descent into madness from becoming the rapid descent into madness and violence. So these beds install faster than toilets, apparently, which kind of makes sense. Having installed both a bed and a toilet personally, I can tell you that, yes, the toilet is, in fact, more involved. This guy is really being an isolationist. He's kind of freaking me out. I wonder if we can make double cells. I need to look that up. We should try that. See what happens. Because if we can double cell, then we don't have to worry about... we only have to have one toilet. These can be like for our well-behaved people. We can have like little double rooms for the normal people. Okay, let's go ahead and let's see utilities. Let's go ahead and make sure we have enough electricity to light all of that up. And I guess really at this point it's time to install the walls. So let's get those built out really quick like. Why mouse did that? Well, we got paid! And we're gonna have more people arriving again in the next day. Hurry and build all of the rest of this wall. quick like. So we can put some doors on these, put some lights in here, see where the lights are, where we're actually going to need to run more thorough wiring. But this is gonna really damage the old finances. We're probably gonna have to cut our influx of guests here shortly, because we'll take one more day's delivery, but I don't think we can. I really don't want to go above 24 right now when we only have beds for 16, because that'll be an issue. But okay, so sure enough, we need more power over here. So let's take a look at the utility line. Yeah, all right, thought so. So what we're gonna do is let's run power through here. Let's see if that's enough for now. Thankfully, they're able to work on all of this without any guard supervision just yet. Wow, that's so close, so close. Okay, so the following day they're going to be able to take sleepies. They're just wiped. Every single one of them is just. I'm so exhausted. This guy had. Oh, he's starving. Is he trapped? Is he like? He's probably got a pathing issue. He's pathing glitched. That's his problem. You know what? We will go ahead and dismantle this bench. That's probably got that guy. So the reason he hasn't done anything is he just hasn't. The guy served most of his term, and he, without incident probably, and he's just stuck. He's gonna die of bladder infection adjacent to the toilet because he can't path through it. So hopefully one of those workers will come around. Oh, that's the guy who's going to solve this problem. He's going to come around and be the hero. Okay, so we need more power lines up here still. Go ahead and run this power line through to there. And that will give power to, I guess I could have run it, let's do this here. Let's run it through there. That'll be better. And then we can install the doors, and people will actually start getting escorted. The last thing we will do is we will knock this wall down and allow them to go into the new space once we've installed the doors. Oh, here comes... Oh, wait. Oh, sleep is critical. Sleep needs is critical. Okay, that guy is still stuck in the wall. You know what? We're going to frisk him to see if that makes a difference. He's going to be angry because we frisked him, but it saved his life. But now he can get around. What is... Need his food. He's just starving because he hasn't eaten in like 2 days. Yeah, lots of people are hungry, lots of people are sleepy. You know what? Let's go ahead and do this. Just because I suspect we're going to have problems if people don't sleep soon. We'll go ahead and place... we'll let them fight over... Hey, come on, computer. Come on, computer. Come on, computer. Hello, computer? Okay. We are going to just set up some bunks right there. We'll call that slightly more important than finishing off the individual cells. These guys are critical for sleep needs now. I guess sleep deprivation is an effective form of punishment. Not like, Geneva Convention happy, but whatever, it's effective. Okay, we have 21 prisoners. So did we lose somebody again? What just happened there? We're gonna go... Let's go ahead and say we are closed for any further... Yeah, we are closed to new inmates. So once these new... Oh, that's what it is. These guys haven't been processed yet. Oh, sweet. We have a shower riot. Well then, maybe we should have, well then. Wow. Unconscious, but nobody was actually armed? Well, on that note, I think we'll call that an episode. My name's Solarian. Thank you for watching. This has been Prison Architect, and I just had my first riot. Bye-bye.